guys, I don't know if you can hear me. Just had to press record quick. What I'm looking at is Smart Steem's bid bot voting bot on steambottracker.com, and it finished. The countdown went to 0 right at 2.07, and it's been sat there for 4 minutes, right, with the countdown on 0, still receiving bids. So when it gets to 0 and you think you've done okay and you've got your bid in and you think you're going to get a decent ROI, these bids, if they haven't got enough total bids on them, these bots, sorry, are now just sitting there waiting for more bids waiting for more bids on their bots so they can make more money and you can make less profit, basically. So look at this Smart Steem. Look, we'll just record it, right, and we'll see how many more minutes it goes over the 0. It's already 5 minutes over the 0 and it's still receiving bids. So the jig is up, Steambot Tracker. You need to sort your code out. It wasn't like that a few days ago. When it got to 0, the bidding closed, and what you got at the end of the timer was what you got. They didn't keep the bidding open and take more bids. You see that one just clock up? That one just clocked up another bid, and that one's already on 0. Look, that should have voted 5 minutes ago, mate. It's still taking bloody bids. Steambot Tracker, sorry. I have to edit out that swear word, won't I? Anyway, that's Smart Steem. They all seem to be doing it. I put on a bid 0.2 SBD not long ago on NardoBot. Did the same thing. When the countdown got to 0, I had about a plus 81% return on my investment, and by the time it actually voted, and it kept on taking bids for about another minute, it actually went down to about an 11% return on investment, which after curation was barely a profit. So I'm just seeing how long this Smart Steem, is going to keep taking bids after the countdowns reach 0. Look, countdowns at 0, countdowns at 0, countdowns at 0, and yet it's still taking bids. Let's just see these top three that are in green here. Let's see how many more bids they get. Just going to keep recording, see how many more minutes it goes. Smart Steem's already 7 minutes over the 0. And still taking bids. Oh, Adski's just voted. Smart Steem's still hanging on for a few more bids that could still get your bid in if you wanted to, even though it's on 0. I'm not going to though, because I don't trust it when it's playing up like this. Wow, 7 minutes over already. It's going to be a long video, eh? Thought it'd only be about a minute or two at the most. 2:07. That countdown went down to 0. Maybe if I try refreshing the page, eh? See if the problem's on my end. Just reloading the page. There we go. Smart Steem's still hanging in there, look. A full 9 minutes after the countdown went to 0. Smart Steem is still receiving bids. That's not good, is it? When you think you've placed your bid, you've got secured your return on your investment, they let other people bid and reduce the amount of return on your investment. Or if they get big bids, then you make a loss. That's not good, is it? just so they can get a bit more money, a bit more cash in their coffers. Look at that, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at 0 now, all still accepting bids. I'll put a test bid on there, shall I? See if it accepts it. Smart Steem. I know I can't because it's 0.5. I'm not going to risk that much. It's about $2. I'm not throwing $2 at it. 10 minutes. I'm going to end up cutting this video. It's going to be far too long. I reckon you're going to have to live with that, Smart Steem. I reckon you're going to have to swallow that one, mate. Swallow it and vote, Smart Steem. Swallow and vote. Because what'll happen if they keep doing this, if they keep leaving the ticker running when it gets to 0, everyone will just stop using it, won't they? Because they'll start losing money on it. And no one wants to lose money on it unless they don't understand how it works. Basically, the way it works is you get a percentage of the total vote value here, depending on how much you bid. So if the total bid here is equal to or greater than the vote value, you make a loss. So actually this needs to be no more than 75% of this. The total bids need to be no more than 75% of the vote value, because they take 25% off for curation. Anyway, that's 11 minutes now. Smart Steam is still hanging in there. Just put my microphone down because I got bored holding it for this length of time. So if this video skips forward a bit, it's because Smart Steam's been taking extra votes for far too long. So I had this running for 8 minutes, it's from 0 to 8 minutes, and 0 to at least 2 minutes before then. Nado did the same thing earlier. I made a comment about it. It'd be interesting to see what he has to say as well. So I'm not sure if it's the bots problem or if it's a Steam bot tracker. It seems to be they've updated the code somehow though, because about 2 days ago it wasn't doing this. When it got to 0 you couldn't put any more bids on and it voted almost immediately. Hopefully my microphone's set up alright. Let's have a look. It's not to do, isn't it? Seems okay. It's still at 111% profit at the moment. No one else is bidding on it. I'm not putting 0.5 on it. I don't think anyone else will on 0 either. So there it sits, not voting and not getting any more bids. Did you see that? That one just went up, even though it's on 0. Look, accepted another bid after the countdown closed. Smart Steam's really going for a new world record though, I think. New world record in not voting. See that? Sunra Whale just took another bid at 0, look. Just waiting to see if any of these go up some more. Any of these 3. Let me start my zoom it program. And draw nice red circles around things. These ones are all at 0, look. And I'm just waiting to see if they take any more bids. Well, it's still at 0. One of them's gone. Smart Steem. It's really hanging in there. It's been on zero for at least 13 minutes so far. It's been going on far too long. I thought I'd only have to record for about a minute just to prove a point, but it's pretty ridiculous really, isn't it? Unless the Smart Steem bot is broken, which is possible I suppose. .15 minutes. At least 15 minutes after the voting. So I'm just paying attention to these bots for a bit without actually bidding on them to find out what's going on, because they seem to be accepting votes after the next vote countdown timer has reached zero. Normally pretty good, they vote like within about 30 seconds or a minute of reaching zero. I noticed tonight they was reaching zero and then still taking bids, which Smart Steem has, but I think most savvy people have twigged that it's something wrong with it now. So it could go on the last vote ticker, it could be waiting to go to like 2 hours 30 or 2 hours 40, and the countdown timer was wrong. But that can cause a lot of misunderstandings with people losing money on bots and things. You know, just as a side note, my Tesla's Little Secret video, the original soundtrack, is now on DTube. So go and check it out if you've got nothing better to do. It's a really good video. It's had over 2 million hits on YouTube, and they banned the original soundtrack. Smart Steem's hanging in there. For those of you just tuned in, what I'm doing is just recording the Steem bot tracker, because bots seem to be continuously taking votes, or bids, sorry, after the next vote timer has reached zero. Just wondering what's going on here. There's only going to be a minute video, but the Smart Steem bot's still up there, like 15 minutes after the countdown timer reached zero, and carried on taking bids for a while as well. So I just wanted to see how long it goes. If it goes more than about another 10 minutes, I'm going to assume it's broken and I'm going to stop recording, but I think the jig is up, to be honest. Taking bids after the countdown timer reaches zero. That's kind of lacks integrity to me, because that means that those people who had the integrity to bid before the timer reached zero then have to lose money to the people who are getting in after it's reached zero. And it'd be easy enough for it to code it so that it stopped accepting bids after the countdown timer reaches zero, wouldn't it? Look at this one, Minnow Helper. It's got 0 bids on it. Look at that minnow helper, look. 0 bids on it. That'd be a huge return on your investment if you get a bid on that one. If you put 1 SBD on that one, you would get your money returned 7-fold. You'd get 7.23 back. I can't bid on it because I don't have any recent posts. See, 3.5 days is the oldest post date on that one. Smart Steem has officially become boring because it just sat there doing nothing. Right, well, I'm not going to watch Smart Steem all night, so you get the point, don't you? But be careful though, because when it says 0 on the next vote countdown timer, doesn't necessarily mean 0, and the upvote bot might continue to accept bids, which will reduce your return on your investment considerably, or significantly anyway, and you could even lose money. So that's my little video, peeps. Thanks very much for watching.